Hi, I'm Joyce,
And I'm Adriel.
and we are
Divinely
Divinely
Guided.
Guided. And tonight we are going to talk about a very important part of self care, and that is taking care of your financial health.
Yes.
Yes. And so Adriel said she's going to do more listening tonight.
Yes.
But she's already doing some of the things that are good for your financial health. And the first one is to start early. Start early. If you have children, start them an account while they're still young, while they're very young, and put money in that. And it doesn't have to be a lot for it to grow, but start with them early. Mm-hmm. If you are a young person just getting yourself established, you want to get into an early habit of saving some money. I unfortunately know some people who every time they get a penny, they spend a penny. So there's never any savings. So that's a habit you want to avoid, right? You want to establish a budget, and in that budget, saving and investing needs to be a part of what you do every month. And if you start early and you do it continuously, you will get to a point where you never miss that money because you never get it in your hands. You never see it in your hands. So you want to start out. I know you have a savings plan already, right? You have you put away money every month. Well, you get paid bi-weekly.
Yeah.
So you put away money every time.
Mm.
Yeah. And so that's what I would advise anybody to do is put some money away every time you get paid, because you want to have some emergency money. You want to have about 3 to 6 months worth of your income saved away that you could get to it in case you have some type of emergency. A lot of people end up going completely broke because they don't have an emergency fund. So you want to start out by setting some money aside for that. So you can always feel okay if I got this cushion. So if something happens, then you don't have to end up going in debt to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So start early, do it consistently. It doesn't have to be a large amount, but you need to do it consistently. Try to find you a high interest account that you can save that 3 to 6 months salary in. All right. Does your job have a matching if you put money away like in like a 401k?
I honestly do not know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. I know at Auburn University we had, a savings plan where they would match the amount that we saved, and Auburn University would also save it. And it was into an investment account, which is the second thing I would say to you. Once you get that 3 to 6 months of income saved away, then you want to work on some investments. Okay, so I was fortunate enough to have investments in Fidelity. They handled my investing. I also had Lincoln Financial. Both of those were through Auburn University where they were matching. And then later on my own, I had Wells Fargo, their investment account. So it's always good to have some investment, particularly if your company will match. You should always take advantage of any matching funds, because basically that is your company is giving you additional money. Any money that you can save towards retirement is good. It will enable you to continue to bring home an income after you stop working. Okay. So, and that was really good at Auburn University because we were part of the state retirement plan anyway. And I know you all are part of the state retirement plan. So a portion of your money is mandated that it be placed in their retirement plan.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have that when you retire anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So invest in anything that your company matches. Set you some goals. Long-term goal, short-term goal. Like a short-term goal. I know you have some short-term goals. You wanted to save to a certain amount. I think you've reached your short-term goal. right? On your savings that you for your personal account.
Close, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, but your short-term goals are just that, something that you want to do in 5 years or less.
Yeah.
And in 1 year, you've met that goal that you had because you've saved a lot, right?
Well, it hasn't been in 1 year. It's been in a couple, but
I mean, but since you realistically, I mean, because the other jobs you had prior to starting for the state were like not full-time work, but you were putting money away then too.
yeah, I still have the first check I ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Like back when I was writing for the encyclopedia.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that check.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's been longer
It
than
has.
I just think in
It's
terms
been a
of 1
while.
year but anyway, that was part of your short-term goal.
Yeah.
That financial amount that you wanted to save and get to.
Yeah.
Because you and I had talked, I didn't want you to even consider your own place until you reached a certain goal.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure you were under good financial standing. So you've actually reached that, but now you want to reach even more.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Okay.
a goal.
As a goal. Okay. But then you have those short-term goals, and then you may have long-term goals. And I know you have a long-term goal as well.
Yeah.
Because your next goal, I know you want to purchase your home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to think in terms, what do I want short term? Do I want a certain amount in this account? Do I want to invest a certain amount of money? Do I want to purchase a particular vehicle? Because if you are in, like where we live, a vehicle is a must.
Yeah.
Now, I know that
You must.
Right. Well, we're out here in a rural part of Alabama, and you got to have a car to get anywhere, even out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, you do. Really.
But in larger cities where there's good transportation systems and stores on each block and all of that thing, a vehicle is not as critical as it is where we are. But so for some people that might not be a goal, but for people in our area, you need to have a vehicle to get around. So that might be one of your short-term goals, to save the money for your down payment or even to purchase that car. I know with my first vehicle and my last vehicle, I wanted to be able to purchase those outright. So I, had to make sure I had that. That was part of a goal, to have the money set aside to do that. So you want to think about that. Do you want to get a house? Do you want to build a house? Do you want to, is a long-term goal to invest in real estate? So not only have you purchased a house, do I have a house that is bringing in additional income? So you want to think about those long-term goals. So what kind of long-term goals do you have? I know have you thought about it?
Well, the house. That's a long-term goal.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to start a business,
Mm-hmm.
but I decided I wanted to do house first.
Okay.
Because I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to do first. So I decided house first.
Okay. So you still want to do your yoga studio?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a very long-term thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think it should be too long-term, though.
Well, it just depends on where I am financially in like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just see what everything's looking like.
Okay. If you are as diligent with your savings as you have been, that goal could come sooner than later. And now that you've reached that first goal, it's time for you to take that next step and invest.
Yeah.
So now, instead of just I know you put a lump sum into savings every month.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll need to now take, probably since you have that good cushion and you don't have any other real financial obligations right now, you could take a significant portion of that you have been putting into savings and start putting that into an investment account.
Yeah, that's been what I wanted to do for a while.
Okay, so you and I will talk about that off screen.
Yeah.
And I can show you how to set up an investment account, and you can start having that automatically withdrawn. And that's another thing I would say as setting up good financial health is have those savings or investment automatically debited from your account every month. That way you don't have to make that choice or forget about it or not do it or put something in its place. You just have it automatically debited and put into those accounts, and then you don't even have to worry about it. It's just there. Some other things that you have to be aware of or think about when you're considering your financial health is insurance.
Yeah.
Health insurance and life insurance. A lot of times people don't think about life insurance. They think that dying is for the elderly, but young people die every day, and you have to have a plan. What is going to happen when I pass? One, burial services. They cost $8,000 to $10,000. That's right now. So you have to have that minimum amount up front. But then once you have your family and all, you have to also consider what's going to happen to my family if I die. What will it replace the income? Is there a lump sum that would pay off my debts? Okay, so you have to think about life insurance and, health insurance for the living, because all of us, need health insurance. We have health procedures. We have annual and regular screenings and checkups that we have to keep. So you need health insurance to take care of those things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I fortunately have very good insurance.
Mm-hmm. That is one of the good benefits working for the state.
Yes.
Is having good health insurance.
Very good insurance.
At Auburn University, we had fairly good insurance. It was fairly expensive, though. I would often wonder how single parent homes, how they were surviving the cost of health insurance. Because, our monthly premium for our health insurance is over $600 a month for the family plan. So it is a
significant. The family plan.
Mm-hmm. It's a significant amount, and of course you're about to age out of it. Jared has already aged out.
I got less than a month.
Right, but fortunately, Jared has insurance with his job, and you have it with yours.
Yep.
So that is good. But you do need to consider those things when it comes to your financial well-being. I was talking goals, and one thing I neglected to mention is children. If you have children, you want to think about what will they do after K through 12 education.
Yeah.
College is very expensive and getting more expensive annually. So you have to make those plans. What are we going to do when it comes to college? How are you going to pay for that? Are you setting money aside? And there are some programs where you can set money aside for college. So you want to plan as much in advance as possible. Make a habit of saving. Once you reach your saving goal of 3 to 6 months of savings for emergencies, then you want to start working on investment accounts. You want to also consider from day one of your work, of your job, saving for retirement, whether that is a mandated like our state plans or a matching like I mentioned before. A lot of companies do that 401k, the matching. I know at Auburn we had a 403b where they did a matching. So if you have that, take advantage of it to the full match, because otherwise you're leaving money on the table that you could use to supplement your retirement income. Okay, because they keep on talking about getting rid of Social Security, and I know a lot of people get that, but that's just a supplement. It is not any amount that you could live off of when you retire. So don't plan on that being your plan.
A lot of people do that.
And a lot of people end up in great poverty as old people too.
Yeah, I work with it.
Oh, you do work with that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep. But you want to have your savings, your long-term savings, your short-term savings, your investment plans. You want to be consistent with your planning. You want to make sure you can take care of yourself. one of the ultimates in self-care, as far as I'm concerned, for a woman, okay, I'm talking to you ladies now, is being in a position where you can take care of yourself. Being in a position where you can take care of yourself. You don't ever want to find yourself where you are totally dependent on someone else to take care of you. You are setting yourself up for heartache and disappointment.
She said it, not me.
Why you say that?
You said it, not me.
Huh?
You said it, not me.
Why you say that? You think a person should be dependent on someone else? Oh.
But you said it, not me.
No, go earn your own money. Go earn your own money. I would even say to any woman out there, you can have family accounts, but you should always have an account somewhere that has your name only on it. I said that. I meant it. Have an account that has your name on it. Yeah. We are in a whole different world. And I know there was a whole generation of women who didn't have their own credit.
Yeah.
They didn't have their own accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. And when it comes to credit and financial health, don't get caught up in a whole lot of unnecessary debt. And what I mean by unnecessary debt, you don't have to have every dress that just came out. You don't have to have every pair of shoes that came out. You don't even have to change your car. I drove the same little car for 16 years.
And drove and drove. Yeah.
I drove my little car for 16 years.
How many miles were on that car?
Probably about 200,000 when it was said and done.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably. Because I had some major work done on it when it was at like 100,000 miles. It was a little over that. And then after I had the major work done on it, I drove it for 7 more years. I have no shame. I drove my little car. I got every penny out of it.
Drove and drove.
Somebody's driving it now.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know who has my little car, but somebody sent me a picture of it. I'm like, somebody's driving my car. I could still be riding in it. But your daddy had a car longer than I even had that one. That Toyota that he had it from 94 until...
Yeah, he really drove.
His was older than mine, because mine was a 2006 that I bought the same. We built this house in 2006, and I got that car in 2007, and then I drove it until 2019. No, 2020.
Oh, okay.
2022. I just keep on going back. It was 22, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It was probably 22.
It's like when you retired.
When I retired.
Close. Yeah.
It was when I retired. It was 22.
You retired in 22? Officially, but it was kind of in 21 that you decided.
I finished in 21.
But it was official in 22.
It officially started January 1st.
Yes.
Well, actually on my birthday, January 3rd.
Yeah.
It's when Auburn University went back and I didn't have to go back. So it was like my birthday present to myself.
Yeah.
Was retirement. But anyway, you don't have to have all the latest cars. It's okay to get a car and drive it. It's okay to pay it off and keep on driving. You don't have to go back and buy another one every year. You are throwing away.
Paid off sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I drove. That's why I kept driving mine. I was like, it's paid off.
It's paid off.
There's not a note on it. I just ride in it. The one I have now, I just ride. There's not a note. I just ride.
In mine.
You don't have to spend every dime you get on a vehicle. You do not. You don't have to spend all of them on a bunch of clothes. They're going out of style in a few minutes anyway. Get you some classic clothes, and just the classics never go out of style. I have so many straight black dresses because they never go out of style.
Now with clothes, I do a lot of thrift shopping. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of clothes.
You have a ridiculous amount of clothing.
But a lot of it is so thrifted and so cheap that it's like very affordable fashion. Because I have a passion for fashion, but affordable because I'm a frugal queen.
Right.
So.
And you are so good about saving your money. I don't feel like you waste money, though.
Oh, I don't waste it.
You save. I always tell you don't even keep you out enough to live on.
I don't. It's a problem. But I'm always going to hit up the thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Then I'll donate to the thrift stores and I'll get some more out and then I'll donate some clothes. So, yeah.
You probably want to donate some soon. Because
I need to do it now.
I can't even hang your clothes up.
The thing is, though, I wear it all. People are like, just get rid of what you don't wear. I'm like, but I wear all of this. Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
But anyway, so don't get caught up in a whole lot of debt, because a whole lot of debt can kill your plans quickly.
Absolutely.
And have you working until you're about 90 because you're still in a world of debt. So avoid unnecessary debt. If you're going to go into debt to purchase a car, you purchase a car. I financed a couple of cars in my lifetime, but you don't have to keep changing it out. Purchasing your house or making some investment property, those are worthwhile things to be in debt for. It's particularly if then it's something that can bring you in income, like some investment property that can then become a source of income for you. But just buying everything just because the lady down the street has it, don't get caught in that trap. Think more wisely about your money than that. So use credit wisely, save consistently, think about the future. What happens tomorrow? What happens when I retire? What happens when I pass? What happens when my children get old enough and need to go to college? What happens in the future? And start planning for your future right now. And so if you are consistent in your saving, if you are consistent in your investing, get you an investment account, get you an investment broker, whatever you do, invest in some way so that you can have income later on. You can even, get you invest in some companies where they pay dividends quarterly or something so that you can get some money back. Although I would tell you to invest as much as possible and not pull it out until you need it. But that's what I would say. Pay attention to your financial health. Your financial health is a critical part of your self-care. And like I said, you're already doing some good things. You have that insurance, you have retirement, you have already saved up enough that you have 3 to 6 months of income saved for an emergency fund. And now we're gonna talk about investment. I'll show you an investment account as soon as we get off here that you can do easily.
Okay.
And have it drafted from your check every month.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions or thoughts about investment?
Mm-hmm.
Did I talk about, I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail, but just saying, think about your financial health. Think about your well-being. Don't just let life happen to you. Be prepared as well as you can. There are always some emergencies you can't see coming. But anyway, other than that, that's all I have. How's your financial health? Are you taking care of yourself? You thinking about tomorrow? Are you planning for tomorrow? Or are you throwing all your money away? Don't do it. You're better than that. All right. Well, we hope you will continue to put your self-care, make your self-care rather a priority in your life, whether it's your financial health or whether it is taking some time out for yourself, whatever it is, take some time this week to take care of yourself because you deserve it. Good night.
Good night.